So the project is created. Let's do a quick walkthrough of what you can all find inside the Google Cloud Platform, because it is quite a lot. And the most easy way to navigate, you have a couple of options. You can navigate here by just simply searching anything that you're looking for. I use that a lot, for example, to find BigQuery and to open BigQuery. Or you can go here, and then you have all the options to go into regarding the Google Cloud Platform and everything that they have available. And as you can see, it's really a lot of products that they offer, including partner solutions that you can use from here. Now, what is interesting, or what is something you'll be using a lot? The billing is something you'll be using a lot, and I will go there and show you around using the billing in another video. The IAM and admin section, this is the important part, because this is where you're going to set up users and service accounts, APIs and services. You'll need to enable APIs in certain cases. For example, when working with scheduled queries, and then the system will ask it. But here you can always find the enabled APIs that you can work with. Well, this is a new project, so I haven't enabled anything so far. Marketplace, I would skip. Compute engine, we don't need that right now because we're not going to run any virtual machines to do anything fancy. Cloud storage is interesting because this allows you to create basically a file system for yourself that you can use also in BigQuery. So you could create a folder that can contain where you can upload some raw data, and then you can set up a data transfer service inside BigQuery, and we'll get to that somewhere in the course, that reads this folder and just takes the CSV files that are in there, if they are in there, and then removes them, for example, or you can leave them in there. So basically this is Google Drive, but more for developers' purposes. And it's actually super handy to have. So be aware, we're probably going to touch on this. Actually, we will touch on using a Google Cloud bucket to store a CSV file and upload that nicely into Google BigQuery and use it. Well, this is where Google BigQuery is, and let's just click on it, just so that we can see it. That's the API, so we don't need that right now. We want to go to the SQL workspace. If you do see this API that needs to be enabled, you can just turn it on. And once that's done, this is where you'll see. This I will go through in another video so that we can start with the basics. And as you can see, I'm in the sandbox right now. But also this is something that in the next video, I will show you how you can set up a billing account, how you can see the costs associated to BigQuery if you're actually getting there to make costs. Because initially you will not. You have to do something really crazy to make costs. But what else do we have inside of the Google Cloud Platform? What is interesting? SQL is something we won't be using. Yeah, well, we'll be using SQL in this course, obviously, but we'll not be using the MySQL databases or the Postgres databases. Cloud Run and Cloud Functions is something that can be interesting for if you're capable of writing Python, for example, or JavaScript. Through Node.js, you can host functions quite literally on the cloud, hence the name Cloud Functions, which is very interesting. And I do use it quite often. One system that I've written is, for example, where we take the sitemap, we parse it, and we send that, including some metadata of the sitemap or the URLs that are in the sitemap, into BigQuery. So it's a kind of a custom data flow, you could call it, a custom pipeline. What else is in here that is interesting? Databases, Firestore is no SQL database, but again, for developers, more interesting. Logging is interesting. Here you can see everything that's been going on. So if you've made errors, or if you do have Google Cloud running, then this is where you can see like proper logs of everything that happened inside your Google Cloud Platform. Yeah, look, this is the professional Looker, and then Looker Studio is of course the free version. We have data prep and we have data flow here. Where's data flow? Data flow is here. This is more for complex data processing. And if you want to manage that all inside yourself and inside the Google Cloud, data prep is something where you can, it's a solution from Google that you can use to kind of clean the data that is going into BigQuery. Not something we'll touch on in the beginning of this course, maybe in a very, very late stage of the course we'll go into that, but we kind of don't need that in order to do what we want to do with our SQL work inside BigQuery. And that's, I'm just thinking really loud out loud here now, and I think that's it for what is kind of interesting to go through and to show from a data perspective. Obviously, there's also AI stuff and machine learning things. Like Vertex AI is super nice and super interesting, and you can also use it on top of data that is inside of Google BigQuery once you have it there. But it's also for the advanced part of the course, not something that we will need right now. I think for now, I'm going to leave it at that, and I'm going to show you around the billing area. We're going to set up a billing account, and then after that, we'll be going into the IAM and admin, because that's actually important for you to understand how to add colleagues to the Google Cloud Platform project that you just created, what it means to be to managing identities, and what the hell is a service account and why do you need it?